Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, another draft prospect video, and this one was a recommended one that we're going to be talking about today. He is another forward, but potential to play center, and his name is Thomas Sorber from Georgetown. Ladies and gentlemen, is this the player that could be selected with the 12th overall pick in the upcoming NBA draft for the Chicago Bulls, and will he make an impact on this team? Time will tell, but let's discuss what I like and what I don't like in this video. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below whether or not you believe Thomas Sorber is the right player for the Bulls to be selecting. Is there promising factors to his game? Is there weaknesses that we should be concerned about? And everything in between. So, as I mentioned, he played for Georgetown. He's listed as a forward. He is 6'10", so he's a big forward, ladies and gentlemen. He's Matas Bazelis type of height, if I'm not mistaken. And he averaged this season around 14.5 points per game, 8.5 rebounds with 2.4 assists, shooting 53.2% from the field. And instantly from those stats, there's a lot to like about the player. You don't really need even to do much research to figure out what I like about the player. But, of course, doing the research that I did, there is positives there that I really want to emphasize. And the first one being his ability to play make. I think 2.4 assists is not that bad for a guy of his height and his, position. And I only hope that that can continue to grow at the NBA level. This Bulls team is a willing passing team. And adding more players that are willing to move the ball around and gets their playmaking going is a big factor. Look, there's a chance we lose Nikola Vucevic this season. And that's the harsh reality of things. And yes, I know people are begging for a rim protector. I can understand that. And look, ideally, I'd love a rim protector as well. But when you lose Vucevic, you lose a lot of offense. You lose a lot of what makes the Bulls team what they are. You lose a lot of what made us even good this season. So to have elements of that as a factor in your team is important to me. So playmaking is an important factor for a big man. Someone that could be playing in that center position or someone that could be playing in that power forward position. And I want someone that's going to be moving the ball around. And I want someone that's going to play make. And I would say he's an underrated one, to say the least. And he's someone at his position I would like to see move the ball around. And that's a positive for him. With a lot of the guys we've talked about their defense, and Thomas Sorber is no different. It looks like he's going to be a strong, impactful defender in this league for many years to come. We talked about it with guys like Derek Queen and Asa Noel and all these players. They already look like they have their defensive capabilities really there. And yes, with more size, more physicality in the league over the next few years, hopefully you would expect that's only going to get better over time. But it's nice to know that the players that we're looking at right now has a strong defensive foundation from the very beginning. But very similar to a lot of other players that we've talked about, there is a big weakness to his game, and that is the three-point shooting, ladies and gentlemen. He shoots 16% from the three-point line. I mean, that might be what I shoot from the three-point line at this point in time. I'm not a terrific shooter, what to say the least, but I'm not a professional either. 16% is a woeful percentage. I don't know how many attempts it is per game, but it's very clear he's going to be another one of those guys where you need to develop that shooting into him. I can never see him being a lethal three-point shooter, but I can see him potentially getting a couple of catch and shoots per game and trying to knock them down at least a semi-good percentage. I hope that could be the case. That is obviously the potential he needs to show. He has been compared to someone that the Bulls drafted not too long ago, and that's Wendell Carter Jr. And we tried this exact same experiment with Wendell Carter. His mid-range was good. Thomas Sorber's mid-range is good. It looks like it's good, at least. From what I've seen, his highlights, it looks like he can shoot the mid-range really well. But when it came to extending to the three-point line, it took Wendell Carter years and a team change to really be effective from behind the arc, or at least capable behind the arc. That's something you're going to have to expect to be the case with Thomas Sorber if you were to select him in this upcoming NBA draft. So a lot to like, a bit there that I probably wouldn't like as well. He's very similar to a lot of the guys I've talked about. Again, when you're selecting at 12, you're not going to get someone that you absolutely love and adore and there's no weaknesses to his game. Heck, even guys like Cooper Flagg, sure, will have weaknesses to his game. Everybody does at this stage of their career. So, yeah, the weaknesses might be big. But now we need to discuss whether or not we should be considering him with the 12th overall pick. And ultimately, the answer is yes, because I crave versatility. I want a versatile big man. I want someone that's going to not only be a decent defender for this Bulls team, but someone that can show something offensively. And look, his weakness is big. 60% from 3 is a massive hit for the Bulls, and ultimately that has to improve if he's going to play for a team that is playing the way that we're playing at the moment. We need players that are going to want and be capable enough to shoot the 3. I understand that, but his versatility is what strikes me. His playmaking for a center, in my opinion, there's so much room to grow there, and I like a playmaking center. Mid-range looks good. Rebounding wise, 8.5 rebounds at 6'10" is a really good outcome as well. So there's versatility. We can check his rim protection as well. What does he average? 2 blocks per game. Oh my god, he's a rim protector as well. Crazy stuff. Now, whether that translates to the NBA or not, I've got no idea. But ultimately, out of all the players I've talked about, the 2 people that really strike me as, and that I would really take a chance on, is Thomas Sorber and Asa Noel. I think those 2 players are probably the ones that are standing out for me at this point in time. So I guess to answer the question, I would consider this player with a 12th overall pick, and I'd be very happy if the Bulls took him. But you got to remember, there is development in there, and he will not be ready from the get-go. He will not all of a sudden come into the league and start shooting from the logo and making them every game. You know? I know a lot of people, including myself sometimes, we're very quick to judge some of these players. We're very quick and begging for development quickly. With Wendell Carter, you're even seeing it now. Like, 3-point shooting wise, he's capable now, at least. But it wasn't always that way. He didn't shoot threes for the Bulls at the beginning of his seasons here. So we can't expect the same. We can't expect him to just come out and start shooting. You know? It's going to take some time and development. And you need to be patient with a guy like Thomas Sorber. I'm excited, man. I mean, there's a chance he might go in the top 10 as well. I don't know. Feels like everybody's switching and turning every now and then. But he looks good to me. If he's available at 12, I would take him. That's my answer. Do you agree? See you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.